With gas prices rising due to the Iran conflict, President Trump just proposed suspending the federal gas tax. But how much will you really save? Let's dive into the numbers and see if this proposal actually makes a difference at the pump. Following the outbreak of conflict in late February 2026, the national average for gasoline has skyrocketed. In just 10 weeks, prices jumped by over $1.50, reaching a staggering national average of $4.52. Diesel has been hit even harder, climbing towards $6. It's a crisis for logistics and commuting alike. In response, President Trump officially endorsed a temporary suspension of the federal gas tax on May 11th. The federal government currently taxes gasoline at 18.4 cents per gallon, a rate unchanged since 1993. The proposal aims to drop that tax to zero, providing what the administration calls immediate relief for families. Legislation like the Gas Tax Suspension Act has already been introduced in the Senate to codify this move. It follows similar moves by states like Georgia and Indiana, which have already paused their own local fuel taxes. But while any relief is welcome, the real question is, what does 18 cents actually look like in your wallet? For a typical sedan with a 15-gallon tank, a federal tax holiday saves you between $180 and $276 per fill-up. Larger SUVs and trucks might see slightly more, up to $3.09 for a full tank. In cities with high state taxes, like New York or Los Angeles, the combined relief feels more significant. If you fill up once a week, you're looking at a monthly saving of about $9, totaling $35 over 4 months. However, economists at Wharton warn that consumers might not even see the full 18 cents. Because the tax is collected at the wholesale level, retailers often keep a portion of the cut to pad their own margins. In reality, only about 72% of that tax cut, roughly 13 cents, is likely to reach your local pump. While it's still money in your pocket, it's a small dent in a price increase that has exceeded $1.50 per gallon. So if the savings are modest, why do it? Let's look at the pros and the very real trade-offs. On the pro side, it's a visible psychological win. It shows the government is acting to curb the cost of living. But on the con side, the federal gas tax is the primary engine for the Highway Trust Fund. That fund pays for 85% of federal highway and public transit projects across the nation. Suspending it for just 5 months would drain nearly $17 billion from the budget. Critics argue this is a short-term fix that creates long-term infrastructure problems and requires a literal act of Congress. As we look toward the rest of 2026, the success of this proposal depends on more than just a signature. The administration is also pushing for increased domestic drilling as a more permanent solution to energy dominance. Whether it's a tax holiday or a policy shift, the goal is to stabilize a market rocked by international conflict. A gas tax holiday could be short-term relief, but it isn't a full fix. What do you think? Is it a good idea or just a political stunt? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Econify for more wallet-saving econ breakdowns.